Choose to remain silent.
You'll be under arrest.
Well, hey everybody. It's been about a month or so since this happened, and I kind of have some of my thoughts in order. I guess you never have them all in order, right? Legal language is so complex, so huge, you can't even read all of it in, 10 lifetimes or something like that, right? There's so much of it. So, trying to make some sense. I'll tell you exactly what happened as I play to you exactly all the video from me pulling in. Upon pulling in, zoom in on the inspector. No, not the inspector. One of the guys with the dog that's standing in the roadway. Okay? There's 10-minute speed limit sign. So I'm hauling freight of fresh strawberries, right? With this reefer trailer. So I tone it down to 10 miles an hour. Who knows? There might be a police officer jumping out of the bushes with a radar gun or something. If you look closely at that guy with the dog as they're pulling in, they're funneling all the traffic in this checkpoint in Laredo, Texas. This is where it took place, right? He's waving you to pull forward as there's gaps in the entrance. And yeah, I'm pulling forward, but I'm not going to exceed 10 miles an hour, the posted sign. Also, bear in mind, I don't know if that got on video or not, but the sign when you exit, it said inspection station. It did not say immigration inspection station or anything like that, just inspection station, and all the traffic is funneled in. So this guy, the first guy I see with the dog out there, he's like waving to me, come on, faster, faster, like encouraging me to speed. I'm like, no. And you could even see he's stomping his foot on the ground, like making this exaggerated stomp on the foot on the ground. Look closely at him, trying to tell you to push the gas. I'm not going to push the gas, and then you could slip and fall and I run you over, God forbid. Yeah. So anyways, that's how, the scene, they're trying to, in one way, they're trying to do their job, but another way, how can I tell the difference if they're trying to strong-arm manufacture consent under color of the law to get me, with fictitious conveyance of language, to get me to do something to criminalize myself? So I just recently looked up the word litigate, where the guy said he doesn't want to litigate with you. But that's the whole, aren't police allowed to lie to you? Now, I could have been more classy about it. I could have been more, better language. I could have been more calm. But the first guy, he kind of got my adrenaline going, trying to make me go fast when I'm not supposed to. I was thinking, why is he doing that? I wasn't too excited about that. So anyways, when we pull up, you've seen everything that happened. My camera cut out at the part. I'll just let you watch it, and we go from there. Step on it when the speed limit is 10 miles an hour. And there's huge bumps like this. Boom. Feeling that? I don't think the strawberries in the back would like me to speed over a bump like that. Weird.
You're a U.S.
Sorry.
citizen.
I don't answer legal questions. Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
On what basis?
On basis Title 18 U.S.C. 111, impeding checkpoint operations.
Did I cross the border?
Did you cross the border?
Yes.
No.
No.
But this is an immigration checkpoint. If you don't want to answer, that's fine. I'll let my supervisor know.
Well, if, sir, the U.S. citizen is defined by 13. See, we have not arranged which dictionary we're going to speak from. There's 13 different definitions of U.S. citizen, right?
I'm asking you, you're a U.S. citizen. So
Which-
you don't want to answer any questions, right? You want to answer the question, yes or no?
Well, here you go, sir. Are we under the flag of the red, white, and blue? Look at this, unbelievable. Look at 4 people.
Sir, are you willing to answer immigration questions?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay.
I gave you the...
Well, you pulled over to secondary. We continue to
On what basis?
on our authority. Will you please move?
Are you under the...
Sir, I'm asking
sorry.
you.
I'm
to
sorry.
move
Are you under...
Sir, I'm
are
not
you under
gonna
the-
litigate this with you. You're holding up traffic. It's a public safety issue. I'm telling you to move to secondary. Please, now.
I'd like your business card.
Right now.
Can I have my card back?
Go to secondary right now.
Is that machine on?
Scan, you just go and hang a right. Just
Can I
go
have your
through and
business
hang a
card,
right.
too? I'd like your business card.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to you and sit over there,
No,
but you
no,
gotta
it's
get
true.
out of the way.
I'm out of the way, sir. Business card?
Listen to what I'm saying. Go over there, or we're pulling you out.
I'll get out
You are
myself.
in the way of these trucks right now. This is a hazard. Go over there, or we're pulling you out.
I'm gonna need your business
Okay?
card.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Look at that. what do you want to do, sir? What do you want to do? I'm trying to conduct an investigation. Okay, I'm trying to do that. You want me to read you case law behind it?
I don't know if I know enough to communicate with you. There are lots of rules of the English that are not. That's the dictionary.
Okay?
Right.
I understand that, sir.
You are trying to
Conduct an immigration inspection.
which has legal questions, right?
I am not gonna,
It has legal
sir.
questions.
That is your interpretation.
I don't know.
My-
I don't know.
My directive is to find out. Sir,
You have the card.
I am going to read this to you, sir.
You can read it to my
Please, sir. Are you willing to listen to me at this point or not?
I have to talk to the attorney. You got my card,
Sir,
right?
are you willing to listen to me or not?
Unbelievable.
You're not going to listen to me?
I can listen to you.
Okay, move back, please. Move back. Listen to me right there, please. Okay, put your phone down, sir. So we can talk.
You have my attorney's card, right?
I am talking to you. Are you listening to me? Are you willing to?
I'm going to need the business.
Are you willing to talk to me? Understand, sir. I'm not here to litigate this with you. I'm here trying to conduct an immigration inspection. Are you willing to talk to me? Yes or no? Sir. You can speak to him later. I am talking to you right now. Are you willing to talk to me? Yes or no?
Can I speak to my attorney?
Yes, you will. But are you willing to talk to me right now? Yes or no, sir?
Sir.
I am talking to you, sir. I'm not here to litigate anything with you, sir. I'm here to inform you on why we conduct immigration inspections here. The authority behind.
I choose to remain silent until I speak to an attorney.
You're gonna be under arrest.
So at this point, everything was taken out from my pockets. The key to the truck, the phones were taken, turned off. I was walked away from the truck, and or I was patted down. The guy was patting me down. Do you have any dangerous objects or anything? Questions like that. I said, for your peace of mind, no weapons or anything. So as we're walking away from the truck, he also tries to get me to react some way, make me upset or something. Now bear in mind, I am trying to maintain the attitude of not engaging in any kind of legal language that I do not understand, to get in trouble with, because that's the assumption is made that we understand it, and we don't. And we're from different cities. We don't even speak the same dialect of formal English. So anyways, one of the guys is carrying or walking me away with the handcuffs around the front of the truck to the building. And he says, who's the owner of this truck? And I did not have to answer that, but I guess I wanted to engage in small talk with him. And I answered back, a guy named Canabek who's on vacation right now. And, I drive the guy's trucks who are on vacation. And he interrupts me and says, it's U.S. property now. U.S. government property now. It's going to be towed. This is the wrong thing you're doing. We've seen guys like you. You're making a big mistake. You're going to go to jail. It's going to cost you money to get you out. It's going to be expensive. Problems with the truck, all kinds of, he was telling me things like that. He said, we've had others like you come through here. I'm thinking, like me, you don't even know me. You don't even, I haven't even spoken with you. You're just forcing some kind of reaction out of me. How could you even have a clue of who I am? Anyways, they bring me to a jail cell in there. It's more than a tent of a building. It's actually a brick building there. there's like 5 jail cells, holding cells, where they have just a toilet and a mirror and a sink, and it says on the wall, water is safe to drink. It has that painted on the wall. I was thinking, well, isn't that something? The government is telling you something is safe, huh? Maybe, I wonder if it's the same people in government that told all those war veterans that nicotine and, you know, smoking is not a big deal, it's good for you. And now we know, you know, all the warnings about nicotine and, you know, all the posted warnings on cigarettes. So I wasn't going to drink that water. So then what happens, I sit for a while, and these 2 guys come, they show me real metal badges. Keep in mind, these Border Patrol guys didn't have any kind of metal badge. They just have some sew-on badge, similar to that that I've seen at a truck stop. So, where you could buy and just, you know, and they don't even carry business cards, you know. How do you know their identity? And with my identity being stolen from the past, as you know, my lawyer advised me to, or several lawyers, from all the information I've gathered, advised me to get a business card from every encounter that I have with any kind of law enforcement or government agents. Like, that's where, if something were to happen like that, as far as identity theft issues, I could have a record of it somewhere in my paper trail, and we could backtrack to when it happened and the personnel around it that it happened with. So anyways, these 2 guys come in with badges. They said they're immigration, they weren't lawyers, but they were like immigration officers. And I said, okay, without a whole group of government agents gathering around me and trying to invoke or call out some kind of reaction, some kind of adrenaline, get me to do something that I don't want to do, I asked to only speak to one of you the whole time that I'm here. Would you be that person that I speak to? And he says, yes. Which is a lie, because later I had to speak to others before I got out of there. So I felt betrayed at the end anyways. You know, these guys are under their oath. I asked them if they're under their oath. I asked them for business cards. And I explained to him that I am taught a vague form of formal English from public school system. That's where I was raised. And I do not comprehend legal language. All of it. I've paged through a couple Black's Law dictionaries, and I asked him, which Black's Law dictionary do you guys use? Which volume? There's many volumes. You know, just out of curiosity to know for next time. He said, those dictionaries do not matter. They're wrong. They're incorrect. He said the superior one is, said something immigration, some kind of immigration law dictionary. There's an immigration one. So I don't have a notepad or anything to write down what he said, but he said that's the one that matters, and that's the one we use to define our terms, including a U.S. citizen. So I said, okay. I did not ask to see that dictionary or read it, or he said that dictionary is superior to all law dictionaries, which later I thought about. No, courts still use Black's Law dictionary, and I don't know, that's something we should investigate. But you can kind of see where the confusion is coming from. So they asked, I told them, they asked me to do some kind of deal and write some kind of contract and I said, without you, wearing your badge and invoking your government position, told me as a law-abiding inhabitant of the land, what you think I should do, or what you would do in this situation, without giving me legal advice, without even speaking as a legal agent. He said, well, in my experience, if you sign this, it'll be the right thing for you to do. I said, okay, I'll sign it. And then I added somewhere in the contract some other language. I didn't even get a copy of that contract. Anyways, then they said we got to call our lawyer, our immigration attorney. If he doesn't let you through, you're going to jail. If he lets you through, then we'll let you go. They looked up my record, they seen the identity theft thing, they seen all the stuff. They had this huge printouts. They said, wow, DWIs. I said, yeah, that's not me. Look at it carefully. Look up the part where the negligence of the Apple Valley Police Department in Minnesota happened, where there was falsified identity mentioned. That's my identity. Look at it carefully, sir. Look at it carefully. And I felt kind of odd having to educate them about that, because when I went to the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, they said this is a common occurrence. So anyways, they seen they're trying to ask. They see that as of 1995, I'm a naturalized citizen, right? We got that citizenship where the parents took the citizenship class, they become a citizen of the United States, and then they pay a registration fee of $100, and all the children become it. And I've got a little certificate that says Citizen of the United States of America, Sergei Vorobyev, and a cute little picture face of me, whatever age I was in 95. So, and my sloppy signature on it. Yeah, so 10 minutes later, so these guys leave, 10 minutes, so I tell them, that I was a citizen since 1995 of the United States. I don't know if that's the U.S. or capital U, capital S. Proper nouns are first letter capitals, the rest are lowercase. The capital U, capital S is a corporate entity, and being a citizen of that is a whole different book of definitions. So that's why I'm scared to say stuff like that, and they need to be clear. Spell things correctly. I got in big trouble for spelling in growing up in school. So anyways, 10 minutes later or so, the jail cell is unlocked, and they have me go to the counter, and they're filling out some forms to release the truck to me. It's not government property anymore. And I wish I had my spy glasses, my camera going, or something like that. It's Google Glass, right? I think he made one of the guys filling out the form to give the truck back to me, release it from being government possession, government property. He made a little error with his pen, took a new form, filled it out completely again, and filled out each detail exactly what he thought was correct. So that's the due diligence he was doing for his form to cover his bases. But I can't do my due diligence and cover my bases, and you guys have to make me feel uncomfortable? Please, gentlemen. I think you can tell from the first few words I speak that I didn't just swim across the ocean or hop across this border wall or whatever. And I don't even know. Anyways, that's a personal thing, right? So then they're asking me to confirm a few things, and I said, listen, you're looking at my criminal record there, or it's not my criminal record. It's the criminal record of the name that I use legally, right? And there's the identity theft stuff on there that's someone else put on it. Due to the negligence of officers, by the way. Again, let me bring that up. So, they asked me to, the guy behind the glass asks me to give him my social security number. I thought, that's odd. Why would a retirement account number be asked for? Because we know that the instructions for the social security card holder says this: it is not prohibited, nor is it required to be used as identification. Did you know that? Most people don't. This guy didn't. He says, what's your social security number? I thought, oh my goodness, this guy could steal my identity too. Yeah, I did not want to give it to him. I did not have to. From that instruction of the social security card, you are the authorized user and you have the liability of using it, and you have the option to use it or not. It's up to you. So I do not want to create an extra liability. He kept demanding it. I was looking around. There's a couple possibly illegal Mexicans standing there in the, Latino cowboy looking guys. I say that's with a smile, okay, Latino cowboys, we're all friends, right? In the human race. So don't get offended if that's one of you. I'm looking around, I was like, oh, these guys could hear me say out my social security number. That was an insecure thing to do. So I briefly mentioned it through the glass holes in over the counter, and he's like, oh yeah, it matches up. Of course it matches up. So then they walked me to my truck, give me back my phones and a little bag with all this stuff they took off of me, even my watch. Can you believe it? and then he's like, we got to get you out of here. Wouldn't even let me check my hours and that stuff. What if I was supposed to take my half-hour break or something? I don't know. So I kind of had to look at my logbook really fast and go leave, but they didn't even give me a chance to call a lawyer. Also, I handed them my Legal Shield card. I handed them my Legal Shield card when to ask to speak to an attorney. It says if it's your intent to question, detain, or arrest me, or if you intend to remove my children from my custody or serve me with warrant, please allow me to call my attorney immediately. And it says this person is a member of the Legal Shield program, has 24-hour phone access to legal representation. So they denied me of that. Yeah, I'll have to look up what he mentioned, the section he mentioned. I'll have to study up on that. Maybe you guys can comment below what you guys find on that. And comment below your experiences and how these things tie in with this new Trump wall that's going to be up or something, or is talked about being up. I don't even know if that's going to happen. But this is the madness we have to go through driving over the road. This is the first time I went through a checkpoint such like this and had unpleasant experience. Every time you cringe. One time I went through the Las Cruces, I believe, or by the El Paso area in Texas, New Mexico area. They asked me if I was a citizen. I said yes. They said the dog smells something. I was hauling cars. I wonder if it could smell the cars. It's weird. So they said pull over here, and they scratched up. The dog would jump around. He'd go check here, and the dog would scratch the window, scratch the fender. He'd open the door, scratched up my seat, you know, going like this all over the seat, the dog. And I was like, really? So why would you do that? Even if I did say yes, you know, and I mentioned that to these guys. I said, you know, and they said, no, that couldn't have happened. Okay, I'm the liar here. I'm the fugitive you guys tried to catch. It's ridiculous. Gentlemen, you guys swore an oath, as far as I know, to protect the American people in the Constitution. I invoke all these, so as do many others. Bear that in mind. I went through another border. I went through that. Through one near that area again last week, and I was thinking, okay, here we go again. But that one, the guy asked me if he could look inside. I just looked at him and I was like, I don't know, can you? He says, can I look inside? And open my door. He wanted to open. He was opening doors of each truck that was passing in front of me, each truck. I didn't videotape that. I thought, gee. But I should have. I could have showed you this clip too. So, he opened what's inside. No, he didn't open what's inside. He said, oh, I could just crawl up and look over the window. So he crawled up, looked through the mirror, through there to see if anyone's back there. He's like, you got anyone back there? I was like, no. And I said, hey, thank you for not having your dog scratch my truck seat and that kind of stuff. And he was like taken back. And then I said, by the way, could you check the reefer temperature that those what was I hauling? What did I haul to that the mango puree is running at? And he said, yeah, it's at 50 degrees. I said, great, thank you, sir. And, you know, I drove away thinking, wow, why was he so nice asking me if I would open my door and show him my truck? And I did not know what to answer, but as far as I know, that's up to us. That's up to our consent. If we allow someone to know some kind of information or see something about us. And I think that guy was thinking of that too and being respectful of it. Anyways, so now I'll leave you with a clip of me leaving and the excitement of me leaving out of the checkpoint. Okay, I'm finally getting out of here. Finally getting out of here, getting air. And I don't even know what time I came here. They gave me my watch back. I think it was 4 o'clock. So anyways, off I go. Got the air in the system. Ah, you guys, what an adventure. They threatened me, told me I was going to jail and all this stuff. Boy, was that exciting. This is freaking an adventure. Oh my lucky stars. I don't know. I'm just going through the aftermath. Through the aftermath of getting in the truck and on my way. I guess I'm a little bit excited and adrenaline going. But you never know. I don't know what to say with the afterthoughts. Yeah, it probably could have been more classier. But I really like the classy guys that I spoke with in jail. In the prison cell 103, that's where I was. If you go through this checkpoint, visit prison cell 103. My spirit was there for a few hours. What time is it anyways? It is 7 have, by the way, get yourself a Citizen's Rule Book and a Declaration of Independence Constitution booklet. Here I have, on the way out, they gave me a brochure. CBP Border Patrol Checkpoint. U.S. Customs and Border Protection. So that's what kind of booklet they gave you. I'll read it to you. That's what it looks like. And then they said, if you have further questions, do not hesitate to call your local Border Patrol office in your area. Yeah, too bad they don't have it. Here it says, U.S. Customs, Border Protection, information, be alert. The Border Patrol is a division of U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, a border agency within the Department of Homeland Security. The primary mission of the CBP Border Patrol is to prevent entry of terrorists and terrorist weapons into the United States. Its traditional mission is to detect, prevent, arrest, and seize any alien or contraband entering the United States illegally between the ports of entry. CBP Border Patrol checkpoints are a critical enforcement tool for securing the nation's borders against terrorists, smugglers, weapons of terrorism, other contraband, and illegal aliens. Checkpoints restrict the routes of egress from the border area, thereby creating a deterrent to the initial illegal entry. All CBP Border Patrol checkpoints operate in accordance with the Constitution of the United States and governing judicial rulings. CBP Border Patrol is committed to operating checkpoints in a safe, efficient, and cost-effective manner, and will continue to ensure that new technologies are, as they become available, are deployed at checkpoints to improve inspections to facilitate legitimate traffic and commerce. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. I think that's what the one in California looks like. In California they got one too between San Diego and Los Angeles. Very inconvenient on your commute to work. So primary inspection. All motorists are required by law to stop for CBP Border Patrol checkpoint. 18 U.S.C. Section 758 makes a felony to flee from a CBP checkpoint. CBP Border Patrol agents will routinely conduct a visual inspection, ask brief questions for the purpose of establishing citizenship and immigration status. Often, a trained detection canine is also present. Generally, the inspection process is complete with just a few minutes. CBP Border Patrol agents may lawfully detain or refer any vehicle to secondary inspection for further investigation of legal immigration status. Upon reasonable suspicion of illegal activity, CBP Border Patrol agents are required by law to take appropriate action when there is reason to believe individuals is illegally in the United States or has committed any offense in the United States. Wouldn't that be R? Anyways, I've seen some other errors too. Have you found them? But we're not going to talk about that. Secondary inspection. During the secondary inspection process, you may be asked to turn off or exit your vehicle for safety consideration. CBP Border Patrol agents routinely request identification and ask questions designed to establish identity, immigration status, or dispel or confirm reasonable suspicious or other illegal activity. To expedite the process, agents routinely run a varium of automated record checks that utilize terrorist watch list database, detection canines, radiation detection equipment, and various other inspection technologies. CBP Border Patrol agents will only physically enter your vehicle upon your consent or probable cause of illegal activity. Most vehicles are released from secondary inspection within few minutes, while others may require more thorough inspection. CBP Border Patrol agents may arrest individuals found in violation of U.S. laws. CBP Border Patrol agents may seize any items prohibited by violation of U.S. federal laws. CBP Border Patrol agents may seize any vehicle involved in alien smuggling. Yeah, for those of you who are nowhere near these areas, let me explain to you that the roads, the views on the sides of the interstate is just like desert bare tundra. Some tumbleweeds, some weeds growing, and every now and then you see a border patrol, pickup truck patrolling that area by the interstate. Now, I did not leave the border. We do not leave the border. We do not cross the border. I just simply went to Laredo, Texas. I passed this checkpoint going the opposite way. I've seen it. There's cameras on each side that take pictures of you or document that somehow keep track that you went that way. And then when you come back out of that city, which might be infested with illegal aliens and contraband that you might be carrying, you get stopped like this on the road, which is very inconvenient. I think it, well, how should I say? I'm not sure if I think it, but I know that interstates are supposed to be kept moving. There are certain protection rules about that. They are for commerce. It's like a river's flow. You're not supposed to stop it. Anyway, so I asked them later, what do you guys think about the Trump wall? Point a thumbs up or something. I don't know if they were mocking me or what. But I'm not the only guy that has a challenge with this. I'm not against this whole organization, but my friend Oleg, Russian comrade, United States citizen, he said he was passing through the one by New Mexico and El Paso, Texas, and then Laredo, Texas, and both times, no, actually he's a legal alien. I take that back. He's not a citizen, but he's legal alien. He's got a green card or something like that. And everybody's calling me. Stop calling me, guys. I'm doing a video. So he said both times they told him to go to secondary lot, held guns at him, real guns, not a finger one that I'm holding at you like this, until they checked his legal status. And I mentioned that to these guys. I said, hey, I got this guy Oleg, he mentioned this story. They said, no, can't be true, never. But I don't think Oleg would lie to me. Oleg's the guy that rebuilt the top end of this engine. I got a clip of it I could show you at the end. He said he did a good job, and so far I've driven this truck for nearly 10,000 miles. I don't think Oleg would lie to me. Do you? Comment below. We got a lot of things to discuss about this. A lot of quantum language. David Wynn Miller. What do you think David Wynn Miller would say about these Border Patrol checkpoints and the Trump wall? What do you say? What do you say about politics? I usually don't talk a lot about politics, but here it affects my daily life. So, in an unpleasant way, then, it just kind of made me unsure of me and the safety around me. Join my Facebook group, Be a Proud Citizen, and let's continue our discussions about our American dream and the freedoms that we need to invoke and discuss and teach to protect ourselves and protect the American dream and make it thrive in this beautiful country and help others be free and stay free ourselves. Also, feel free to add me as a friend on Facebook if you'd like to be an online friend of mine. My name is Serge Vorobyev. It's spelled exactly like you see on the screen. Another thing to add here, this is my citizenship. It's what referred as to naturalized citizen. You can see at the top here it says United States of America, certificate of citizenship. There's little Serge, huh? Little Serge in my signature. I think it was 5th grade or so. There's the seal. Anyways, my father at the time, he paid $100 for this. When he passed his citizenship, all he had to do was pay $100 for each child, and we get registered with a certificate such as this one. So there you have it. Nowhere on here does it say U.S. I am not a U.S. citizen. Okay. So Serge here is citizen of the United States of America. So there you go. There's a problem, right? If everyone wants to get so litigious, then there you go. It's it's a big problem, isn't it? They sorry for shaking the camera. I don't even know what to do. Anyways, thought I'd point that out because, as it turns out, I am not a U.S. citizen. I am, I have the citizenship of the United States of America. So those are two different things. The capital U, capital S is a corporation. This is probably a corporation too, but it's a different one. So I wouldn't want to lie to any kind of law enforcement or lie at all. So there you have it. All that trouble for their gross negligence. Gross negligence is fraud. So I don't know what I have to apologize for before you guys get all crazy in the comments for not wanting to speak to Border Patrol agents. Because, well, we already went over some of that. Yeah, so just thought I'd... So this red top Cummins, the whole red. The whole engine's red. Ну что, отрежешь? Ты на камеру стесняешься?
Работал в рекламе.
А ее надо растолкать, да?
Стараться нужно, чтобы она не натянута сильно была.
Чтобы больше резины было, да?
Ну, я не делал, но я стоял рядом, когда делали. Это как по-русски.
А почему ее... Она может отрезана на этот размер? Почему ее отсюда не поставить и повталкивать? Где-то она будет в машине, да?
Они всегда дают с запасом чуть-чуть.
Да.
Лучше пусть длиннее, ты такой кусочек отрезал и выкинул,
да.
чем она будет короче. Она очень хорошо сидит. Отрезать надо.
Gonna cut the umbilical cord.
И здесь желательно вот этим замазать силикон.
Да. А то отсюда он может течь масло, да?
Есть. Вот так будет между резинками и сюда выйдет.
Тут pressure, да? Тут, как сказать, этот pressure, positive crankcase ventilation pressure.
Overflow pressure.
Pressure that blow by
pressure.
that goes past the rings,
Yes.
which will make the oil leak out.
Yes.
I made a mistake once. I had a blow by vent too. Is that where it comes out, Doc? Or that's the oil
Right
fill?
here.
Yeah, on my Cummins. I put a hose to make it go out back and put it in a gallon jug. It got condensation and froze.
Really?
So then my dipstick shot out.
Oh man.
It was bad, and main seal everywhere, oil.
Oh man.
So I cut that hose, the problem went away.
Oh yeah. I think so. You're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to do that.
That blow by always should be short as much as you can.